Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Dandelions is a game that comes in little small square boxes like Mountain Goats. I did a whole series on those. And I got this one as an add-on in the Basket Boss Kickstarter. I didn't really expect very much for it, but I knew in that line that the games were pretty good, with Mountain Goats probably being the best. I would still say Mountain Goats is the best of those 4 games, but Dandelions would probably be a second. It's a little dice manipulation game about, you can roll the dice and how far they can go, etc. Very, very simple concept, but it does give you some strategic decision making as you're going through. This isn't a brain burner necessarily, although some decisions can be brain burnery. If I do this and that and then do there, and how would that work out? I gotta kind of plan on my dice out. Now, you're not going to have a lot of AP. It's really a game where you need to move a little bit quicker. Some people can have some AP on this one, but it's not necessary. It's not that type of game. Dandelion theme doesn't really come through that much. I can kind of see what they're going for here. I think there was a Japanese version that had more options than this one does. For some reason, it didn't make the tiles double-sided, but you can mix those up if you so. But I really just like it the way that it's designed. I like the way that it plays out. It's not something that I want a whole bunch of variants or options for. I prefer, give me this set of rules and I'll play it, because it's just a little light filler. And I think it fits that in. Is this something you need to find and track down? Probably not. But if you can find it at a good price, I think Dandelions gives you a little bit of punch in the box, and we have enjoyed it, but kind of know it's a lighter type game. You're going to roll the dice and do the best that you can with those dice. There are some ways to move things around and mitigate things a tad bit, but there are decisions and strategic options within the constraints of the rules, and that is brilliant in this case. So it works for us. Dandelions has been a favorite for fillers, quick to learn, quick to teach, quick to play, and that's a great recipe for a filler. Keeper for us. Here's Dandelions. It's a small box game series from Board Game Tables, and they come in these little small square boxes. You're going to have a rule book when you open up, which we'll take a look in a few minutes. You're going to get a dry erase marker. You're going to have these markers, which will be your player ones. You'll be moving these around the board. They're very thick. They have a dandelion on them, but it is what it is. You're going to get a bunch of dice in your color. They're going to be smaller dice, but they're going to work on this game because you're going to want the area control, and this game is pretty portable. And then you're going to have these boards that will come out. This will be the dry erase board for scoring, and it works really well. It tells you exactly what you want to how to score. And these will be the nice tiles that come out. So a little bit of vegetation on them, but you can see the number of spaces on them pretty easily, and the victory points at the bottom. The components are very good in this game, and they're very portable. Here's the rule book. You can see a picture of the components here and the objective and everything you get in the box. And you're going to have setup on this page with pictures over here. And this is really what you're going to do on a turn. Very simple to play. And then you'll have scoring at the back of it. Very, very simple. You do need to understand all of this before you play. Otherwise, what you're doing in the game will not make sense. Probably need less than 5 minutes and you'll be up and rolling. So you're going to have these tiles set up in 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. You're going to put the first player on this symbol right here, and the next person here. And if you wanted to play a third, you would go there. Then you will grab all of the dice in your color, and you'll dignify these by rolling them, and then you'll have what you have here. And what you kind of do is you'll categorize these by what you roll by the numbers. You put all the 5s together, all the 4s together, and this allows the opportunity for the other players to quickly glance and see what you have for strategic purposes. And I wrote a little bit of everything. So what you're going to do on your turn is you're going to pick up a die and utilize. I'm going to use the 6. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you leave that die there. Then the next player will go. Let's say they want to use the 1. They will use 1. Now, if you land on somebody else, you move the number of pips again. So they'll move another 1, and you'll drop a die off when you were there. So let's say green wants to use a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he'll put a die there. So that's kind of how movement works. That's all you need to know. How this is going to work at the end of the game is you're going to get the number of points for how many dice that you have there. So let's say green has 3 dice here. He's going to score 9 points for that. If he has 4 dice here, times 2 would be 8. And if he only has 1 dice here, we get 1 point. So each dice is going to score the number of points. You can see here that the 8 over here is worth the most. So if you can get dice out there, that is very good. And you'll just write that down here on your board, how many dice you earned for each tile. Then you'll come to the area control portion of the game, and you will have dice that will be out like so. Now, whoever has the most dice on this area, so this person has the most dice, they will score points for the pips on there, 6, 7, 8. So yellow will get 8 points for that. Orange has the most, so they're going to get 10, 11, 12, 13. Green will score their pips there. Nobody will score for 5 because nobody was there in this example. And orange and green are here, but orange has the most die. But let's say there is a tie. So they got 3, 6, 9 worth of pips, 4, 6, 7 worth of pips. So whoever has the least amount of pips in a tie will score. So in this case where orange has 9 and green has 7, green will score the 7 points. So if you're tied, you want to have the least number of pips. You add all that up on your dry erase board. Whoever has the most points is the winner of the game. Who should buy this game? If you like Dandelions, perhaps. You're collecting the sets in this big box size by Board Tables Co. or whatever it is. And then you want to, maybe want a light dice filler here. This could be it for you. It's probably not something good enough to track down or be like, I got to find this game, or it's a hidden gem or something like that. It is a good game, but could easily be lost in the shuffle. I could see that happening. For us, I'm glad to have it. It's a nice little filler. We will be able to keep it, pull it out when we want something that's quick. I can play this with my kids. I can play with adults. It kind of has that flexibility. For us, it's a keeper.